Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. In the USA and all around the world, we are very excited. My name is Eric Smith, host of today's Grassroots Wellness Show. I always appreciate Dr. Tate allowing me to jump on the show. She is my favorite doctor all around the world. When I get back to Tulsa, I go see her. But today I will be hosting the show. She is on the show with us, but she is traveling on vacation, but she is dedicated to each and every one of your health needs. And so she took some time out to make sure that while she was shopping at the mall, be sure I like Johnson Murphy shoes. I wear a size 11. Don't forget to pick those up for me while you're out there. She's out in LA coming live. She's going to be joining in with us, but we have a very special guest today that we're so excited to introduce to everyone on the show, and that's Jacqueline Darna. Jacqueline, how are you doing today?
Doing very well. Thank you so much for having me.
Let me tell you a little bit about Jacqueline. Jacqueline, she has this amazing invention that we're going to be talking about, and then we're going to integrate Dr. Tate in the show because we're going to have this conversation about nausea and preventing sickness today. And this can benefit people that have cancer or are going through chemotherapy, but particularly pregnant moms and so forth. So, as usual, feature, you're watching the Grassroots Healthcare Show on your Facebook page. So just a few housekeeping things so that you can enjoy this show to the fullest. Right up above where we're speaking, you're going to see a Facebook share, Twitter, Google+. If you know a pregnant mom or anyone that's been just dealing with illnesses, migraines, and sicknesses and so forth that could potentially cause nausea for them, share this out and it will go right to your Facebook page. They can jump right in and watch what we're doing. So please share as much as you can, get it out, spread this word, because Grassroots Healthcare, located in Tulsa, Oklahoma, is one of the leading healthcare clinics that is truly, how do I say this, Dr. Tate? Your passion is for helping people.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're very excited about helping people come off of their medications, if at all possible, or use natural ways to get better. And so any product or anything that we can find that doesn't employ ingesting some medication with its toxic byproducts, but that uses more of the ancient trends to help people, things that we've known about for a long time, along with other natural healing things, either oils, essential oils, or herbal remedies or teas or things like that. We're interested in finding those things. Patients love it. They love using that kind of thing and outsmarting the doctor and getting off of their medications. And so we are here to help you. If that's what you're interested in, that's what our clinic is all about, and that's what our show's about today.
Absolutely. What we'd like for you to also do is right below the video, there's a comment feed. Please tell us where you're listening in from, because we expanded our audience invitation not only in the Tulsa community where we normally focus our broadcast for Grassroots Wellness, but we've invited folks from around the country. So if you're listening in, please tell us where you're listening in from, and if you have any questions, we're going to be monitoring the questions so that Dr. Tate and Jacqueline will be able to answer those questions for you, because this is about to get really exciting. I'm excited to hear this information. I was able to meet Jacqueline a little while ago at an event, and I saw this Mo Nausea on her shirt, and it really caught my attention. Although I don't have children, I don't have a wife, so I don't have to deal with nausea and so forth, or any family member, but I have a lot of friends. And so I thought of Dr. Tate. I said, Doc, we need to get this person on your show. We did have a midwife in Tulsa scheduled to be on, but unfortunately she had to go deliver an emergency baby this morning. So please pass this on to anyone else that you know could benefit.
Absolutely. And we, just to kind of set the tone for what we're talking about today, anybody can deal with nausea. So Eric may think that he's exempt, but there's going to come a time whenever you might give me a call. I'm thinking of some examples. Someone's been up drinking all night. They may wake up in the morning with some nausea. Sometimes you get
that's not me.
Or you might come down with a little stomach bug or something like that. if that happens, you know, and well, you may not have to call me now after we introduce the product that we're going to talk about today on the show, but I just want to bring it into the fact that many people have nausea, not just pregnant women, not just women. But yes, you made a great point about migraines being a cause of nausea. And Jackie, you may think of some others. Bring those up when you're talking, because sometimes people don't think about it, what all kinds of situations can cause nausea. Many of us have loved ones who are going through chemotherapy or taking some sort of medications for their cancers, things like that. And those people could really use something like this, anything that minimizes their intake of medications.
You're absolutely right. Well, let's talk to Jacqueline for a little bit. Jacqueline has 2 master's degrees in health sciences, and she works secularly at a local Tampa, Florida hospital as an anesthesiologist assistant. Jacqueline, tell us a little bit about your background and how did this exciting product, and I'd like for you just to introduce the product that helps people with no more nausea, because I find it very fascinating. I'd like to just hear your introduction and take it away for us.
Sure. Well, first off, I just want to say hello and good afternoon to everyone who's watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. And again, thank you for the introduction, Eric and Dr. Tate. Again, I'm more than happy to be on. First off, again, I am the inventor and CEO of Mo Nausea, which happens to be the first and only natural product to stop nausea and vomiting instantly, utilizing 2 techniques that are most common in Eastern medicine. So imagine going through pregnancy without having nausea. Imagine enjoying a vacation at sea without the fear of getting seasick, or even better yet, how about just a day without a headache or a migraine? So nausea does span from one entity to another, and as Dr. Tate so eloquently said, it affects everyone. Children, men, women, people in the car, at work. I mean, it really is something that's very difficult to help, I guess you could say. So my background is I have 3 degrees from the University of South Florida that range from I'm a biomedical physicist as well as biomedical sciences and religious studies. I actually was a high school teacher for a few years before going back to get my dual master's degree in anesthesia. So I am a physician's assistant, a PA, that subspecialized and went to an additional 2.5 years to do anesthesia. So I actually practice anesthesia on an everyday basis. I put people to sleep, do epidurals, spinals for pregnant women, as well as pain blocks and things like that for those who are suffering from, knee replacements, hip replacements, and more on that line. And nothing hit home. I mean, again, my shoes have been thrown up on quite a few times, being that the number is non-vomiting, but it didn't hit home until I became that patient. Nothing pharmacologically helped me after I had an emergency C-section with my daughter just a year and a half ago or so. They gave me medication, and all it did was make me sleepy, and I would wake up just in time to literally vomit all over my friends and family. And it was so embarrassing to me that nothing would work. So I went back to Eastern medicine. Eastern practices utilizes what's called the P6 point, or it's an acupressure point that's found on the human wrist. So if everyone kind of picks their hand up, and I'm going to put mine closer, you apply 3 finger distance to the first wrist crease, and when you make an OK sign, you can actually see your tendons that are very pronounced. So it's in between your tendons, and that's an acupressure point. So I literally, after surgery, rolled up some napkins and put them on this place. My stepmom bought me a peppermint plant, and she said, "Smell these, they'll make you feel." I had this relief, this moment of where I felt so comfortable. But they're leaves, and I kept dropping them, so finally I taped them around my wrist, and the idea of the No More Nausea band was born. The infusion of peppermint, which I hope that we'll actually be giving some of the products away to all of you listeners and things like that. I know we'll be doing raffles with Dr. Tate and things of that nature. But again, just this simplistic idea. Acupressure and aromatherapy put together in one allows you to instantly calm the stomach. And that was it.
Beautiful. I love it. I love this. this is exciting to me. There's wonderful ways that we can use this for our patients. If any of you that are out there can perhaps think of someone you care about or love, please message us. Let us know. We have several. Jackie, you've been so kind to give us some samples at the office, and I'd like to get those out to our patients. I want to give some over to the midwife clinic, and then I have patients at the office that I'd like them to try these. And so if any of you out there, the first 3 people who message us on our message board, you can come by the office this week. We're at 91st and Sheridan, and pick up your Mo Nausea band and try it out and let us know. We'll get back to the viewers and let them know how that you fared with it. But I would love to get these out there, and it really opens up my mind to wonder, how many people we could treat with this, what other kind of pressure points could we use, and how could we combine other essential oils for the same thing. It really starts to broaden our horizons and see what else we can do for people. So I'd love to hear anybody's feedback that's out there. So please just go to the place on your screen where you can comment on our show and leave those comments. And the first 3 people that we get commented in, we had given some of those bracelets that you sent, Jackie, to my nurses. One of them actually called in sick with nausea the day that they came. So I told her to come by and get one, but I haven't heard yet because I had left that evening if she had picked one up yet or gotten a chance to use it. But we have several left at the office, and I know for sure we have 3. We probably have more than that. So if you'll just message down there, we'll get as many as we can out to the public and get back to you about other Grassroots patients and how they fared with the nausea band.
Absolutely. And for those of you who are watching from distant locations, please, you can visit the website, www.monausea.com, and you can actually take a look at all the other testimonials that we had that range from children with cyclical vomiting syndrome all the way to mothers in pregnancy, people experiencing seasickness, the occasional overindulgence, as stated earlier, as well as headache and migraine victims. And not just that, but people experiencing stress and anxiety-induced nausea. There's really nothing out there for them. And what's funny, Dr. Tate, is what you mentioned about utilizing other acupressure points. Mo Nausea band is the first of the health bands. We also will be No cough and cold, No itch for those who have eczema, and then an additional No headache band too. So kind of keep a lookout, and basically we want to make sure that not just your family, but also your pets too, and they have the same acupressure points, believe it or not. So that'll be a really interesting additive to it.
Let me ask you a quick question real quick, and I'm putting in the website information. Was the coupon code that people can use, is it Grassroots?
That is correct.
Okay, so if you go to nomonausea.com, use a coupon code Grassroots, you'll get how many dollars off the retail order?
You'll actually
off the order?
$2 off, which is better than Amazon, which is better than any other coupon code basically out on the market right now. So you'll end up getting it for less than $10.
Outstanding. So that's where you definitely want to go. Use a coupon code Grassroots. Now, I just wanted to ask you just a quick technical question, because as you were sharing some details with me before about this band, and I don't know if the sound was coming through real clear. You were saying your experience when you were pregnant is you're putting the pressure on what is this called here in this area again?
It's called P6. P6 is pericardium 6, and what you're doing is contacting the median nerve, and I hope that my screen can show you this, but the median nerve actually runs in between the tendons, coming straight down from your first 2, so again, your 2 fingers have tendons, 3-finger distance. The Chinese actually call it the Chinese 2 kun is actually the unit of measurement, which is the equivalent of 3 fingers. So on a dog, it's actually their paw distance, and theirs is obviously a little bit higher going towards the elbow. But for us, 3-finger distance in between the first 2 tendons, and so my tendons are very pronounced when I make the OK sign. That's the reason why our OK is our global logo, I guess you could say. So you apply the acupressure point, and then if you feel sick and or nauseous, you just smell the band. And I personally right now, I apologize, I will be sniffing my band in between. I have intermittent vertigo that's caused by an inner ear dysfunction, and I've had it kicked in yesterday, but I keep my bands on, I can still work, I can still function. Anytime where my tummy starts to rumble, I'll kind of be sniffing it in between. So I apologize for putting my hand to my face, but my product works for myself. I'm an avid user.
Well, that's awesome. The smell, what I learned about that is smell is the fastest way to get into the brain. So I'm not, we got two medical experts here that can verify all that. I was just intrigued with what I've learned so far. Dr. Tate, is there anything else going on at the clinic that we need to be aware of? Any cool announcements? Anything special you're doing on vacation and so forth?
Oh, well, I did see the ocean. My sister's getting married, so I'm really excited to be here for her wedding. And then I'll be home on Wednesday and Thursday. So patients needing to get in to see me, you can message me on Facebook, or you can, you know, if you are able, you can call the office if you can't get a hold of me, or if you have an emergency, I'm still on call after hours. So if anyone needs me. As far as housekeeping at Grassroots, that's where we're at. I mean, it's been a pretty quiet week there. Kelly's holding down the fort, so we're open. If anyone needs anything, Kelly's there to help take care of it this week. And then I'll be back Wednesday and Thursday next week in the office seeing patients just like always. So come by and see me. I'll bring my pictures from my vacation. So if you guys want to see anything special, message me on Facebook, and we'll, within reason, we'll try to get a picture of it for you. It was really great seeing the ocean, and I'm going to check out a few more sites here while I'm in my sister's vicinity, and we'll I'll put some stuff up for you guys to see back home. But we're really excited about using this new technique to help people, and so really excited about all the other things that you've shared with us and how we can incorporate that into our healthcare for you, for our patients. And so if any of you are interested in anything or have any feedback on some of Jackie's products, please get with me. Anything that you tell me usually will wind up going to helping some of my other patients that I see during the week. It just tends to work out that way. So let us know if you have questions about any illnesses that you have. Please message us at the below this and in the comment feed, and we'll get back to you through the www.grassrootshealthcaretv.com. We'll get back to you through there. You can get a hold of me through Facebook if you like, and we'll keep you guys taken care of. Grassroots is going strong. If you need an appointment, call 918-878-7733. And Eric, is there anything else we need to talk about before we go?
Well, I just wanted to say and just remind the listener viewing audience out there about really Grassroots. Anyone you know that is dealing with medical issues or just need a great doctor, please, I hope you view this video wherever you find this. Get into Grassroots, because it's the only clinic I am aware of in Tulsa. Doesn't mean I know everything that's going on there, but the people care. Here you have a physician that wants to get people off of medications and get into things that are going to really bring value immediately without the side effects. I know some of the nausea medications, the side effects, as Jackie was showing.
Headache's a big one, yeah. Yes. With the nausea medication, a lot of patients have fatigue or sleepiness with the Phenergan. So some of you may be experiencing those side effects and are on those medications. Usually we'll have, if patients are on those chronically, it's a lot of times diabetic patients will have chronic nausea. You know, you don't just get neuropathy down in the bottom of your feet, but you can get it in your gastrointestinal tract. And then sometimes patients are on that to combat the effect of another medication that they may be on. And so if fatigue or sleepiness is something that you're experiencing with your current nausea medication, or if you have headaches, whenever you use Zofran, commonly will cause headaches, or any other side effects from your nausea medication that are unwanted and are interfering with your daily life, this is a great product to use. Again, it's not going to have side effects for patients, and so if it works for you, this is something your body's going to harmonize with on a great level. You're not going to feel sick from it. It's not going to have to go be metabolized through liver and kidneys nearly the same way. It's absorbed directly through your skin. The smell itself is helpful, and just a pressure point. So this is much safer for you. It's going to have less interaction with your other medications. So if you have elderly patients, elderly family members, moms, dads, people who are on chronic medications and their list is getting so long, maybe they're falling in the donut hole with Medicare. This is one of those things that we can do to help take them off of some medications, and so I absolutely love it, and excited to see how it helps.
And Dr. Tate, also, please remind your patients, again, we are actually health savings account approved, so you can use your HSA card directly into Dr. Tate's office, whether that's online and or on Amazon. And I think the most important point is I was just recently featured on NBC on WFLA that actually aired on Wednesday. And the biggest thing is they're talking about now the FDA is actually warning pregnant mothers against using the #1 most prescribed, which is Zofran. And Zofran is causing fetal birth abnormalities. I mean, right. Go natural, and I love what you're doing, Dr. Tate, just as from a completely separate aside. I love the concept and the philosophy, and I wish a lot more would adopt the exact same mentality and philosophy that you have. So thank you from any and all healthcare providers.
Thank you. Thank you. And it's, if it weren't for people like Jackie coming up with these things, being able to think outside the box and then also making them available to our patients, we wouldn't have it. And we just continue to draw in patients and products like what you're sending us, and so those are the things that are exciting to me. And I do think a lot more of the medical profession is becoming more and more open to these things. So I'm really excited, and I apologize on behalf of our system that we haven't come out with these before, but I think we're seeing more and more physicians get on board, and so I can't wait to see what we can do for the public when we actually start to think about this together and solve problems like this together. I'm so glad to have you on board, Jackie. Thank you so much.
Let's give both Doc and Jackie a big round of applause. And yeah, this is Eric Smith, your host today. I appreciate the opportunity to come in and out of the show at times, but Doc does a great job holding down her own show. She just lets me come on sometime and just speak. She's my favorite doctor in the world. So this has been great. Thank you, ladies. Doc, Jackie, thank you for helping.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, yes. Thank you for being the kind of people that you are to help so many folks. And remember, go see Dr. Tate at Grassroots Healthcare. Order your product from, if you need it right now, if you're listening around the country, get a $2 off coupon. Use the code Grassroots. Go to nomonausea.com and like their fan page on Facebook. Like the Grassroots fan page on Facebook. Follow these kinds of people and help others in your family to stay healthy. Let's eliminate the side effects of medications and things of that sort. If there's nothing else, Doc, you want to close us out, or we're ready to rock and roll?
Yep, that's good.
All right, you've watched a great episode of Grassroots Healthcare. Stop nausea today and make health your priority. This is Eric Smith signing off.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.